Hello and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. And today is Thursday for me. It's Friday for you. Happy Friday, you made it to the weekend. Today I'm just going to be doing a lovely chatty video. I started calling these lovely chats and I really do find that they are lovely chats. I enjoy sort of sitting down and just having a little chat with you guys and then seeing the responses in the old comments. Very enjoyable. I thought I would start with what I'm reading at the moment before I get into the full swing of the lovely chat. I'm actually in the middle of a book on my Kindle. I'm reading Hollow Pike by Juno Dawson. It's a YA novel, a bit about, I haven't got into it yet, but I know it's coming up with a little bit about witchcraft and things like that. I found out about it. Jean from Jean's Bookish Thoughts. Jean's Bookish Thoughts? Yeah, because I always get confused between Jean's Bookish Thoughts and Mercy's Bookish Musings, but it's Jean's Bookish Thoughts, not Jean's Bookish Musings. And she, like me, read The Gender Games by Juno Dawson, which is a non-fiction account on gender, told from Juno's perspective, who was assigned the male gender at birth and is now transitioned into a woman. And really loved it. I loved it. It's one of my favourite books of this year. And then I knew that Juno had written YA literature and hadn't really got into any of it and thought maybe that's something I will go to. And then Jean had obviously thought the same and she had read Hollow Pike, which she really enjoyed, so I thought I would pick that up, and it was a mere 99p on Kindle, so very much enjoying that. And then I've just been to the library to pick up, I've got The Girl Before by J.P. Delaney. Let me go and get that now. So I am reading The Girl Before by J.P. Delaney for my book club at work. I've got to have this read by the first week of September, and this had got into the library for me, so I went to collect it. And then while I was there, I thought I always have a look at the picture books because I just love them, and I saw this one, Fantastically Great Women Who Changed the World by Kate Pankhurst, and I thought I am definitely going to read that. So I'm actually going to sit down with my lunch in a minute and read through this because this is just, it looks so exciting, so I'm very excited. So that's what I'm reading at the moment. What are you guys reading at the moment? Have any of you guys read The Girl Before, Great Women Who Changed the World, or Hollow Pike? Be very interested to hear. So yeah, the slump has been busted, guys. So as you may know, I had a terrible reading slump in June. I read, in July, I read 2 books, and I mean, I said I read 3, but the third one was like literally an essay collection like this, so I'm only counting it as 2. Minnie's head, Minnie's tail. Little cutie. So yeah, I only read 2 books and I was like, how am I going to get out of this slump? And I just sort of, when August hit, I just started smashing through books. And I have now, it's the 10th of August today, I've read 10 books this month so far, and I'm really trying to keep doing it. Now, some of them are quite small. I've got them up here. I've read a couple of Roald Dahls, a couple of picture books, and I've finished an audiobook. But I feel like I really needed the boost of being like, oh, I'm reading a book a day. And now I've got to the 10th, I feel like maybe I could let that slip a bit and I can go back to reading like longer books. But I just wanted, sometimes I feel like you just need a boost to get yourself out of a reading slump. And the boost I needed was to be able to be like, oh, I've read a book a day so far this month. And that will probably continue because I'm going to read this today. I'm also reading that YA book, which probably won't take me very long. So may it continue for a while until I feel like I've busted the slump, but I also just feel like I've been a bit cheeky in reading shorter books, but it's what I needed to get myself out of the slump. I haven't just read short books. I've read The House at Riverton, which is massive. It's about 600 pages long, so I've read that this month as well. So yeah, the slump has been busted. I've very much been happy about it, but the thing is, guys, normally I do a monthly wrap-up. Now, as I said, it's the 10th, and I've read 10 books already. Now, normally my monthly wrap-ups, on average, are about 13 books. But this month, obviously, my monthly wrap-up is probably going to be more than 13 books. So I was thinking about doing a mid-month wrap-up and wondering what people thought about mid-month wrap-ups. So I enjoy watching a wrap-up anytime, and actually, myself, when I watch them, I don't think, oh, this is the monthly wrap-up for this insert booktuber's name here. And I don't feel bothered by a monthly wrap-up, but when I thought about it myself, I was like, oh no, well, I've never done that before. Oh, I don't know if I could do that. But how do you guys feel? I wonder if you feel the same as me, like you don't even notice when you're watching someone's wrap-up, whether it's a monthly wrap-up or whatever. You just enjoy watching wrap-ups to hear what the books were about. So that's probably how I feel. So I probably will end up doing a sort of mid-month wrap-up, but I've never done one before, so that feels quite exciting and new. What have I been up to this week? David started his new job on Monday. He's getting on very, very well. He's obviously a lovely, friendly, wonderful chap, and everyone is enjoying his company very much at work. The guy he's working with has actually been off sick this week, so he's been on his own. Which I think is super impressive, to like start a new job and then just be on your own. Like, well done, David. He is enjoying working in London. He's been getting the train. He's going to also trial getting the coach, because we live like a bit away, so he's going to have to commute into London. But he's doing very well, and we've both become quite sensible. So I've been doing a dinner every night for when he gets in, and then we've been getting lunches ready for the next day. So every day he's had a wonderful packed lunch, and honestly a gorgeous array of packed lunches. He's been doing ironing every night, ironing shirts and stuff, like, and my shirts as well. He's been ironing my stuff too, and going to bed about 10 o'clock. We've both been super sensible. So yeah, well done us. So it's going very well, and I'm very, very pleased for him. And I hope he continues to enjoy it. So yeah, that's what's been going on with that. So this week's been pretty tame, actually. I've just been doing, like, getting in. I've started watching Game of Thrones. So I know this is probably so late to the day to start watching Game of Thrones, but we tried watching it before, and we watched 6 episodes, and David was just like, this is really boring, I don't really like this, etc, etc, and has just not been into it. And when you're watching something with someone, and they're not enjoying it, you soak that up, don't you? So I tried watching it again another time by myself, because I do think it's something I would love. I read the first book and really enjoyed it, and tried watching it again and thought it was fine, but again was finding trouble to try and sneak it in. Well, now I get home before David, about an hour before David. I'm using that time, and I've downloaded the first series on Amazon Video, and I'm going to watch an episode a day before he gets home from work. So that's an absolutely lovely treat. So I've only watched 2, because one day I got home quite late from work, and today I'm going straight out. So yeah, that's just been a nice thing. So yesterday I got in, and it absolutely chucked it down yesterday. I was absolutely drenched. I put a photo of myself on Instagram, and I also filmed myself running from the front of the hospital that I work at to my office, and it was humiliating. I was such a wimp. I was like, ah! The whole way across. But yeah, it was so wet. So I got home, got all my wet clothes off, got in a nice cozy dressing gown, laid on the sofa with a blanket, and watched the 2nd episode ever of Game of Thrones, and I'm really enjoying it so far. As I said before, I have read the first book and seen up to episode 6, so at the moment none of this is new stuff to me, but I'm still really enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to, like, that being a little treat for me. And this weather, this is the weather for me. I can't believe this is August weather. I mean, people who love the summer must be heartbroken about this, but cozy, dark, tipping it down when I'm inside, that's fine, and just niceness. Like, this is my favourite, and not too hot at all. In fact, I almost felt a bit chilly. I woke up this morning and I thought it could be November. Could be November, guys. So yeah, I've been very much enjoying the weather. That's probably another reason I've been getting back into my reading, because when it was hot, I just couldn't even I couldn't focus on anything at all. So I feel like that's another something else that I've been pleased about. So yeah, is that it? What am I up to today? So just got home, as I said, I have my half day. So I've got gnocchi for lunch. Yesterday's gnocchi with, oh, it was lovely. Onion, garlic, broccoli, fennel seeds, rosemary, and gnocchi, and tomatoes. So I've got the rest of that for lunch today. I'm going to read Great Women Who Changed the World. I'm popping around my friend Emily's house tonight, because we're going for dinner there, me and Emily and my other friend Jenny. And then this weekend we're off to Brighton for my friend Amy's birthday. So yeah, loads to be getting on with, guys. What have you guys been getting on with? What have you guys been up to? What's the weather like? Is everyone in the UK enjoying this slightly cooler, or are you people who are like, oh, this should be summer? Because I know some people do feel like that. A couple of people I work with was like, this is rubbish, and I think, oh, it is sad, isn't it? If you really like the summer and you can't have that, that's like me loving the winter and then it being hot and sunny all winter. Oh, I'd be furious. Oh, I've never even thought about it like that. I would be furious. I think that's it for me, guys. I love doing these chatty ones. I just love having a little catch up with you all. Hope you're all well. Let me know how things are, and I'll see you all again soon for another booktube video, probably for my mid-month wrap-up, but maybe not. I think I'm going to maybe film the next in my bookshelf tour, and then I'll do my mid-month wrap-up. See you all again soon, guys. Bye!